It's easier to build strong children than to repair broken men. Get a chair, let's talk. So we've been having many conversations around parenting, unpacking your childhood trauma, and how your exposure at the initial stages of life affects the rest of your life. And I want you to consider this a continuation of that conversation. Episode 1546, How My Parents' Affirmation Shaped
By the
Me.
way, I have an amazing set of parents.
I was going to say, yeah.
Like my parents, I mean, whatever you want to do, we are behind you 100%. You want to be a teacher? You want to be a farmer? You want to go and, no problem. Just, like they supported us.
So they weren't pushing you in a certain direction?
No, never have.
I mean,
Never
we have to understand, this is not today. I'd understand today, parents,
no. My parents
this is then.
Never have. My brother said he wanted to be a chef. And they looked for the best school. He said, what school do you want to go to? He ended up, he studied here, but then ended up going to a culinary arts school in London that had celebrity chefs as coaches and teachers. Yeah, they did everything that they could to give us the best education. Even if they couldn't afford it, they found a way to afford it. Like, it was amazing.
Your sister is also in one of the most unconventional professions.
Right?
Doula, professional.
She's not just a doula. I mean, there's a certification she has on breastfeeding. That she's the only African who has that certification in the world. Only African in Africa who has it.
What?
I'm telling you.
Shira.
She's something.
Yeah.
She's something.
Yep.
Yeah.
The self-motivation theory, paraphrased, states that an individual is more likely to do something that's ethically correct if they feel a sense of autonomy. But if they are forced, they might comply but will eventually revert when the force is removed. If you remember, we had this conversation on unpacking your trauma and not passing down that trauma. And sometimes people are so desperate to not parent how they were parented, they go on another negative extreme. But what I see in this story is parents who believed in the individuality of their children. DJ Krober talked about how every parent has a plan for their child or a wish, and some are more committed to the plan than others. But in you wanting the best for a person, make sure you're not repelling them, because not only does force subconsciously make a person choose the opposite of what you want them to choose, it also repels them away from you. Again, remember the conversation we had the other day where we used Aesop's fable on the north wind and the sun, and the moral of that story is that persuasion is more effective than force. So let me not even just say parenting, in leadership, give your people the room to choose. God himself says that I have laid before you life and death. Choose life that you and your people may live. If God himself does not use force on us, whomst are you? So, what makes Rena's parents such good parents?
But it sounds like your parents were perfect.
No, they were not.
Yes, and I'm trying to also get that there. I'm trying to make people not feel like, man, I really wish I had Rena's parents.
I know.
Not saying that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just trying to say there was also the other side.
So I think the thing that makes my parents amazing is that they were authentic. So I know from childhood, I never ever saw my parents as perfect. But so how can I explain this? They lived their life and involved us, as they were living. So my parents, I mean, when they were fighting, I remember even as a child, going into their room and being like, what are you guys doing? Can you stop this? What is she saying? What is he saying? Like at 11 years, for example, as young as that, I remember, maybe not 11, maybe 13, I remember interrupting fights, knowing that things are thick, sitting down and being told, okay, we might lose our home.
Whoa.
And we're going to have to make adjustments. And sitting as a family. So we had conversations, and one of the things my father always said is that he respects our views and gave us an opportunity to express ourselves. As children,